jaw is so strong he can actually support his entire body weight just by holding on with his beak. That might sound really impressive until you realize just how much Paris actually weighs. Does anybody want to take a guess as how much this big bird weighs? 11 pounds? You can shout it out, 15 pounds? 50 pounds? I work out every day.
28.
Well, you might be surprised to learn that this big blue guy weighs a whopping 3 pounds. You see, birds need to be really lightweight because they spend a lot of their time in the trees on those very small twigs, but they also spend about 50% of their time somewhere else. It involves their wings. Any guesses as to what that is? Flying, that's right. So showing off this wonderful flying ability is our next macaw. His name is Mott's, and he's going to be flying on in from the back. This is Mott's, our red-fronted macaw.
Coming soon, right above you.
Farmers. This has caused farmers to consider them agricultural pests, and unfortunately, some of them have started to hunt the red-fronted macaw. So if you'd like to help out the red-fronted macaw or any of the macaw species, there's a couple simple things that you can do. You can buy environmentally friendly coffee. This is grown in the shade of the rainforest, and it doesn't destroy the rainforest. Or you can even recycle your aluminum cans. The material used to make those cans is found in the rainforest, so if you recycle those cans, there's no need to destroy the rainforest home. So what'd you think of Mott's, our red-fronted macaw? Alright, this is our Hoffman's two-toed sloth. Now the first thing you'll probably notice about Wilbur is that she tends to look at everything while hanging upside down. That's very natural for sloths because they spend their entire lifetime hanging upside down in the trees that they live in. Now we're going to move to Africa for our next guest. She's the prickliest guest we have here in the show. Does anybody know an animal that's prickly? Porcupine. Coming out is Priscilla, our African crested porcupine. Before I start talking about Priscilla, first I want to clear up one of the most common myths about porcupines. Who has heard the porcupines have the ability to throw their quills at other predators? Anybody? Well, like for you three, or some of you too, that is not true. See, when threatened, they react by raising their skin on their back, which in turn raises their quills. It is similar to how human skin raises to goosebumps as a reaction to being cold. And by over-raising, the porcupine limits food sources for all their animals. This is why it's important to protect both prey and predator to keep all populations in balance and to ensure a healthy ecosystem. Well, how did you like meeting Priscilla, our African crested porcupine? That's why they're called helmets and guinea fowl. They're also very smart birds, and they're so smart that we've named them Einstein and Newton. So if everyone can help me, give a big round of applause for our guests, Einstein and Newton. Be a little bit louder, it's a small audience. Hold on one second.
There you go.
The door is going to open.
Oh, there you go.
Somebody tell the audience. Did you
They
see
went that
something?
way. They went that way.
You guys all saw something? Two light gray, one dark gray? And they went this way. Okay. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on. Guineas. Guinea fowl. Oh, more. No, the audience said the guinea fowl ran this way. I don't know how they got out in the first place. Come on, I don't see them anywhere. No, are they playing a trick on me? I thought you guys said they were this way. They're this way now? You guys playing a trick on me? Are you sure? Because I can't keep running around the zoo looking for these birds. They went that way, you sure? Yes. Okay. Okay, well I have an idea. You know how I said they're really smart? Well, they know their own names. So maybe if we shout out their names, they'll hear us and come running back. Can you guys help me with that? All right, on the count of 3, we'll say Einstein, Newton, come on out. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Einstein, Newton, come on out! Maybe. And there they go. Give a round of applause for Einstein and Newton. Alligator, that's right. Coming out with me is a very scary Banjo, our juvenile American alligator. But back in the 50s and 60s, alligators were haunted to almost extinction. Their skins became very popular for bags and belts and boots. Then scientists noticed that other animal populations were declining. So in the 80s, alligators came under the protection of the Endangered Species Act. This protection helped them increase their numbers, and they were able to bounce back so successfully But now the American alligator is officially up in their new species.
Oh, very cool.
Good thing, huh?
Yeah.
Does anybody know how many alligators we have here in Florida? Anybody want to guess? How many alligators?
100.
100 million? 100? That's too little. Well, we have between 1.5 and 2 million alligators in the state of Florida. So for every 17 Floridians, there's one American alligator. So we recommend to keep your safe distance and just admire the alligator and do not approach them, because this is very dangerous for both the person and the alligator. And how did you like meeting Banjo, our juvenile American alligator? Now, show of hands. How many people feel brave today? Anybody brave today? Yeah, a lot of people. Well, not right now, but at the end of the show, we will show you a safe way to touch this alligator. Now, ocelots live down in Central and South America, but they also can live right here in North America. They live as far north as Texas, Arizona, and New Mexico. Now, Jade is showing off just what an excellent climber she is. Ocelots are one of only 3 cat species that can actually climb down trees head first like a squirrel can. So for this next part, I understand we have some very special guests in the audience. So if any of Anna's family would like to volunteer for this next part, it'd be greatly appreciated. You, ma'am? Perfect. So Anna's going to come out and give you some special instructions.
Go, Miguel.
Awesome. Oh.
Take the picture. Left hand.
Alright, so recycling is so important to us at the zoo that some of our animals have caught on to the concept as well. And Zelly's going to show us all what to do with those plastic bottles. She's going to relieve you of the plastic bottle. Give a round of applause for our volunteer. All the way over to the recycling bin. Gotta make it the shortest flight.
Oh, that's so
for extra
cool.
work with recycling. Now she's got to get up on her perch. I know most of us don't have perches on our recycling bins, but it's okay. Keep the heavy bottle over and recycle. Here that if recycling is so easy that even a bird brain can do it, no one ever should have any trouble recycling. That's right. Koo just recently found out that the Palm Beach Zoo is a not-for-profit organization, so he really wanted to help the zoo raise some money, and that would help with our conservation efforts, as well as buying toys and treats for our animals, and enrichment programs for them as well. So Koo is collecting dollar donations that he's putting in a very safe spot. So if you would like to help Koo, help the zoo, you can come see us after the show. Also, if anyone wanted to touch the alligator that we had out earlier, Anna's going to be sitting down at these steps right here with Banjo. And anyone that wants to touch him, only use 2 fingers when you touch him, and only touch him on the tail. We ask that because the other end has teeth, so we like to keep all the little hands away from that area. We also have some hand sanitizer with Esther to use afterwards. I hope everyone enjoyed the show and have a great day at Palm Beach Zoo.
We'll just spend a few minutes here, huh?
Vamos a tocar el cocodrilo. Only me sure. I don't want to touch.
She's bound to get her hands.
Yeah, picture.
Go ahead, touch it.
Go ahead, touch it.
2 fingers.
Go ahead.
Un dedo.
Okay.
Oh, yes. What?
I want to touch him for real.
Yeah. Just the tail. Thank you, cheeks.
I don't.
Wait, honey, you gotta look this way when we do it.
Te tomo una foto con Ana.
Yeah, I got
I can see why they made. Oh, thank you. I can see why they made purses out of them.